Yo, what's going on, Crypto Familia? Thank you for tuning in wherever and whenever you're watching this. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into this. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll get right into it. Let's see. Safari. I got two of them up. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this. We got Decrypt pulled up, we got CoinGecko, and then we got the charts. We're gonna go over some leverage stuff. We'll even kind of look into the NFT space, see if we can get a little bit of news. You guys can see if you guys have been paying attention from what I've been sending into the chat. You can see we had Bitcoin break below the trend line. It broke through our zone, but also we weren't really that surprised, right? We were looking for that retest up in the 50% 618, that normal continuation zone. But then we had some resistance here at the weekly and the monthly, which if I zoom out, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. All right, so we got the weekly resistance right here, and then a monthly as well in the same spot pretty much. We could even pull one down here, another what are we on? Weekly if we wanted to, but we don't need one right there just yet. But yep, so let me go back to the smaller time frame. Click. So what I'm really looking for is for it to break above the trend line to get back above that zone. But let me go to this. I'm going to draw a fib on here from this bottom to the top. It's kind of a rough estimate there. And I mean, we could even hold down a year. Let's see. I think we're going to keep it here. All right, but now you guys can see on the fibs, we have the pretty much the accumulation zone right here in the green area, the 50% 618 on a big time frame. You can see that. And then we also have, you can see if we can move the chart here. What's going on, bro? But you can see we're at the last level of support right there. I don't know why it's not letting me move the chart. Look at that red. So we got the last level of support here. We also have the monthly, the weekly. So you can kind of see there's a lot of resistance here inside this zone, right? Got a lot of resistance inside that zone. So honestly, what I'm looking for, what's going on, bro? Hey, nice to see you, bro. But what I'm really looking for is for it to break back above, and then also even above our daily zones. So what I would like to see is honestly this one specifically. This is newer based off of this time, right? Or based off of this high right here. But honestly, I'm gonna get rid of it just so nobody's confused. On that. But really, what I'm looking for is for it to break above this daily, and then also the trend line, and then a continuation up. But really, that's going to put us around here in the 50% 618 zone. So I'd like to see it continue up, hit this zone, continue up next to the daily, and then kind of trickle its way up. But that's for Bitcoin. We'll kind of go through these real quick first. We'll switch it up. I know I normally do it a little different, but we'll switch it up today. We got AAVE, one of my favorite charts to mark up, just kind of based off how it moves. Again, we're on a 4-hour time frame, a bigger time frame. You can see right from, actually, let me just redraw that up really quick. Take it off of there so you guys can see. So when you're drawing these fibs, again, you want to move in the direction with the market. So if we're looking for a movement down, right, we're going to go from the highest high of the highest candle high, which is this highest candle, right? You can see right here. I almost pointed at the screen right there. That's the highest candle, right? We're not going to use that one because that candle didn't come up here. It didn't close up here, but this one did. So we're going to use the top of that wick all the way down to the bottom of this one. And you guys can see just right here. You guys can see it actually hit exactly what we were looking for if we were looking for a sell. Now, it also respected the weekly, the 4-hour, and now it's kind of inside this weekly, which is also the last level of support on a big time frame, I believe. If we go back to like a weekly or monthly. Let's see. Check your phone. That's what I see. All right, give me 1 second, bro. Where we got? Oh yeah, so we got the weekly, but it's also at the last level support. You can see right here on the major move. So it's kind of playing off of that, and we have all these cryptocurrencies, guys, in this pivotal zone. We're you know, it's either going to continue down or it's going to continue up, and it's kind of looking good for the upside. So I'm really looking for a break above here. As far as John fibs on here, I mean, we could break it down to a smaller time frame, put a little bit smaller fibs on here. So we'll put it from this bottom to this high, I guess. And so we're back in the accumulation zone. So let's see. So we're a second. There we go. Back in the accumulation zone. And we're also around this weekly level and the major last level support, which is on the monthly time frame. Can't see what you're talking. Oh, for real? You can't see it, bro? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Damn, bro. All right, let me run it back. Give me 1 second. Let me stop that. Let me try again. I had the wrong Safari. I got 2 Safaris up. You can see me now? Wow, bro. That's bogus. But so I'll go
Yeah,
back.
I could see you now. I was like glitchy. I was like, bruh, I don't think he could see. I don't think he knows what's going on.
Yeah, bro. I had 2 internets up and I obviously had the wrong one shared, but let me I'll just run it back from where we were here.
You're good.
Oh man. So we'll go back to Bitcoin really quick. My bad for that. I'm glad y'all stay tuned. But so we're back to bro, you should have said something earlier. You should have just butted in. Let me remark this up because I think I started fresh on there. We'll go to the daily. Some levels here. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remark this one up. What we got here is we got a weekly, a monthly, the last level support, which was right here. And you can see, right, we're on a daily time frame. You can put a daily right here as well, but I mean, this is more major on the monthly and the weekly. So we're gonna go by that. And then let me go ahead and draw some fibs on this. So what we got here, still can't believe I did that. What we got here, guys, similar thing. We got the last level support, which is right here. We already had it marked up from earlier when I thought you guys could see. And then what we kind of have here is an accumulation zone of we have a weekly support, a monthly support. So we go to the monthly, you can see it's a major zone right here. Boom, 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 boom. And also here as well, this bottom, which is one of the last level supports as well. So I'm gonna go back to the 4-hour, check it out. So really what we were looking at before, guys, if you guys were paying attention in the chats, we were looking at it above here. We wanted to stay above on the daily. We were looking for it to stay above. It did not. It broke back through and it retested our weekly and monthly zone again, which is kind of this accumulation zone from the last level support up to that weekly. And it kind of retested there and it's going back up, moving up back to the trend line. Now, what I'd like to see is for it to break above the trend line, break above the daily, and then continue up. And then obviously I'd like it for it to break this high and then continue up, break here, and so on. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Bitcoin. Sorry, I know I went a little bit quicker than I did the first time. I didn't go as far as depth, but that's okay. So, oh, is it lagging at all, bro? It's not lagging, right?
You are good. It's just a teeny bit like little lag, but there's nothing that's noticeable. I
Uh,
only notice it because I do computers. So
right.
you're
Okay.
good.
Perfect. Appreciate you, bro. All right. So, oh my God, I almost deleted everything. Let's get this back out of here. That. So AAVE is one of my favorite charts to mark up just because of the way it reacts to the market and the fibs and pretty much my technical analysis. So what I was saying before is we mark it in the direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some fibs on this, but how do we use them, right? In case you forgot, you use them in the direction of the market. So what we do is we choose the highest open and close, which is right here. You can see this one open and closed right here, which is a little bit below. This one is a little bit higher, so we're gonna go to that highest candle, and we're gonna move in the direction of the market. Now, I'm not looking for it to go down, but just in case, right? We like to mark it this way. Why? Because we can see how the market's still reacting. So we have this support level, this accumulation level, which we weren't surprised that it broke through, retraced here, and continued down, but it stopped down here near the weekly last level support, and then also the 4 hours. So we go up in the daily. see, we'll zoom in a little more, and you can see, right, we got this kind of this zone actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this up. This is another accumulation zone here. From that 4 hour, and honestly, we could turn that 4 hour into a daily. Turn that to a daily. So now we got a daily and a monthly, or weekly, my bad, daily and a weekly. And then on the major time frame, it's also a last level of support. So this is a major zone, guys, right here. This is AAVE. I didn't say that already, but it's a major zone here. So we're gonna go down to the 4 hour, kind of get a little better look at it, right? So what we did is we marked it from that high to the bottom in case it's gonna go down, right? Moved, retraced exactly where we expected, hit it again. And now we're kind of getting some resistance in this area. Excuse me, but what I would like to see is we kind of have price trapped in the zone. There's something called price trap. It's a price trap strategy that I used to use when I first started trading in the Forex market, but I still use it to this day, and you can kind of see how I'm using it here. But we have price trapped in these two levels, right? We have this accumulation zone here and this one here. Now we can get rid of this just because I don't want to confuse you guys. So we had this one over here as well, right? We had a floor, ceiling, and I like to mark that up. And usually those are accumulation zones. So, come on. There we go. So you can see right there, we had some resistance, and also right here, kind of broke through a little bit, but we still had some. And we could even zoom out and see, like, okay, let's see why it maybe there's a different candle that we didn't see the first time that it came down and hit. So what we'll do is we'll go like this. Just to show you guys. I mean, it's not super important, but I just kind of want to show you just because. So you can see, I mean, we are on the 4 hour, so we can put a 4 hour right there if you want. Now, if we go up, what we'll do is we'll go to like a weekly. Let's see what it looks like. Where we at? So nothing too crazy. I mean, you could see we had a lot of consolidation here. The only place I can really see that it might have perfectly hit is, which it kind of still misses right here, but it was also still playing on that last level support, and then also over here, which is where it's still playing. But we're in that accumulation zone. We have price trapped in between two major zones. So I would like to see in either direction, really, because we can leverage trade this, or we can exchange trade it. So for leverage trading, you want to use proper risk, also with exchange trading as well. But what I would like to see in either direction is something like this. I'm trying to duplicate this. Oh. Flip it. I don't think we can. Oh, maybe. I don't think we can. Okay, but we'll just draw one up anyway. So we had that right there, and then we what I would like to see on the downside, if it was going to continue to move down, is something like that. Now it's not always going to move out exactly like that. That's just what I would like to see, is right, a breakthrough retest around this zone, and we could even draw some fibs up and get some zones on there. But we'd have to move down to a smaller time frame, so we don't really have much to work with here. So what we could do is we can go like this bottom to that high, and what do you know, back in the zone. So here's the zone. We're exactly where we want to be. So honestly, what I would like to see is this continue up based off of these fibs. Now this is an hour fib, an hour, markup. So what I would like to see is for this to break through, retest above here exactly like this, and then for it to continue up. And I would like to see that as a level, maybe exchange trade entry. But other than that, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for AAVE. Glad you can see my screen now, so we can continue on. We got Cardano daily. A lot of these already marked up, so it's kind of easy. We can just kind of skim over them. Let's see. I'm sure you guys are like, yo, bro, you just moved that. Like, you can't do that. You can pretty much do anything. What you want to do is really what we're identifying here is patterns. I'm using this the same way every single time. I just used a different bottom. That was the one we were using originally. Now it was not accurate. So what did I do? I moved it. Now I know next time, hey, next time I'm just going to use the bottom. I'm not going to use that break and retest. I'm going to use the actual bottom. And now what we can do, so we can go like this. Boom. Guess what? Last level support. Am I surprised? Not a bit. boom. Same thing, we do that. But we can also probably add some like 4 hours. This is probably a 4 hour zone. Maybe we'll put a daily so we can get a better zone on here. We'll go weekly, so we don't really have this bottom marked out. So what we'll do is like that. Change the color back to black. Put that as not that. Weekly. And now we go back to 4 hour. So now we got the weekly marked out. Let's see. Do I want to do a daily? Just double check. Can't go wrong. Double check. Right, we don't even have this exact. Slightly off, but it's a zone, so we're not going based off exactly the line. It's more a zone. But okay, so we got the weekly, then we have these last level supports in the red. And again, we kind of have price trapped inside of that last level support in that zone. So what I would like to see is we'll move down to a 4 hour. See if we can get any more anything else here. So if we were going to continue down, what I would want to see is for the market to retrace to about this level. So meaning if I wanted to move down, it would have to come up first, right? So knowing that we're at the last level of support, we can go down to our time frame. See, we're in this consolidation area. Pretty much this. We'll just circle with the eclipse. So pretty much this whole zone is all consolidated. Consolidated just meaning like, yo, it's playing in the same zone, like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Consolidated, just a fancy word for in the same spot. But you could see we're playing off that last level of support. What I would honestly like to see in order to move up and break through the next last level of support is for it to break above this zone. It's a 1 hour zone, not too strong. And the more the market tests an area, the weaker it becomes. So the more it's testing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's tested like 6 times. It's bound to break through one of these times. It keeps testing it. The weaker it becomes. Almost same thing over here, right? We broke through, broke through, broke through. Not really broke through, but test, 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 test. Same thing. So each of these zones are becoming weaker and weaker. But yeah, like I said, what I would like to see is a break above here, that black line, and then continue up to break above here. And then I want to see, obviously, eventually, I think it's going to come to this zone, and then that's when it's going to be kind of a pivotal level because it could either continue down from there or it could break through and continue up. What I would like to see is for it to break through, continue up to that monthly, then continue up, continue up. Now that's just because I'm holding it, but I also don't care because I'll exchange trade it and make money on the way down if it goes that way too. So either way, we don't care. We're not going to be too biased. We're just going to mark it up in both directions just in case. And that's what we want to keep in mind here. So let's see. We got last level supports. We got 4 hour. What is this? Put something here. I like that. Castle. All right. We'll do a 4 hour on that one. I don't really see a smaller time frame between there. So we have last level support, which is also a daily level. We have this last level support. Then we have a weekly, the 4 hour, all in this zone right here. So what we'll do is we'll kind of zoom in. And actually, we'll like this before we zoom in. Oh my God, Crow almost looks exactly like Cardano, like literally almost exactly the same look. We got those double tops. Crow actually just has this bottom's a little bit lower. So we're almost looking at the exact same thing, guys. Let me do it again. Also, same exact scenario, right? If it wants to continue down, what I'd like to see is a retrace above here, or a retrace to here to continue down, meaning it has to come up first. So go down to an hour time frame. We can see what's happening on a smaller scale, see what's happening in the zone. We have this last level support, which it broke through. It's retesting, it's continuing up. Once it breaks through here, I would like to see it break above the daily retest and kind of break through the zone. That's what I'm seeing for Crow. Now, could it potentially come back down to this level? Yeah, and it could actually even, let's go to a higher time frame. Monthly. You guys, it could still potentially come down even farther. I mean, we're at the zone. I mean, this is the last level support on a major move, so it could really potentially come all the way down to 27 cents. Now, do I want that to happen? No. But if it does, we just know what we need to do. If we got to leverage trade it or move out of our exchange trades and do like a stable coin and stake it on, Anchor Protocol for 20%, aka UST. So let's go again. Yeah, so Crow, pretty much same thing as Cardano, but again, we got to keep in mind, guys, in these big time frames, the weekly and the monthly and the dailies, like we got to remember what we're really looking at on a big time frame, because that's really what's going to move the market. These little time frames, yeah, we can enter those for short term, but that's not like a long term move that we're looking for. Not like, yo, let's buy it there and fucking hold it forever. But sorry, I thought I forgot to record this too. But we're not going to buy it, hold it forever at that area. What we would like to see is maybe for it to come down here, retest. I don't want to see that. But if we do, I mean, that's what happens. I mean, I don't really care what happens in the market. We're just going to react. We're not going to guess. We're not going to gamble. We're going to react to what's happening. We're going to read the market and then take action. So again, if it breaks through this weekly zone, and honestly, what I want to do is, that is weekly. We can even put a monthly probably. No, we're gonna keep it at a weekly. But yeah, so if it breaks through this weekly, then I'm really realistically looking for it to come all the way back down to this, and even potentially down to this last high, which is around 20 cents. I know Mike Sotero, one of my mentors, he said, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 18, 19 cent all the way back down to this level, guys. 18, 19 cents. So again, you got to keep in mind what we're really looking at here. And also, I mean, on a bigger time frame too, we can go like this. Also for a sell, right? Because we're not biased. All right. Now, usually, right? Usually what we would like to see is a retrace of the 50% 618 zone, right? So meaning you would have to come up first and then retrace down. But what this tool also does is, so let's say, for example, let me actually just, we'll come over here to a blank space so I can kind of show you a little better. So let's say we have, you know, this move from that there to there, right? We got now what happens sometimes is it'll retrace, right? What we're normally used to is for it to retrace to this level 50% 618. But what happens a lot of times is in a strong market, either bullish or bearish, up or down, fancy words, bear down, Chicago Bears, that's how I remember, bear down, bearish, or bullish, right? So if it's bullish, it's going up. But if it respects this right here, 23.6, and it doesn't break through this level, this 23.6 zone, it could potentially be a strong move up. It could be a strong move up in the direction, right? Because it's respecting the zone, meaning this 23.6 zone is a stronger zone. So we'd be looking for like a strong move on this right here, strong move. Now, if it came down to here, we would still be looking for a strong move, but it'd be more like a medium move. So we'll say a strong, like strong, medium, normal. That makes sense, right? So we have a strong, if it respects here and keeps going up, we got a strong movement up. If we have here, it's like a medium movement up. And then if we have it all the way down here, it's just gonna be the normal movement that we're looking for, guys. Just the normal trend, right? Higher highs, lower low, higher high, lower low. So realistically, that's kind of what we're looking for here. So again, on this, if we put it in this aspect, let's see, right? So we're marking it up from a point of view where we want it to go down. Now, you don't want it to, but let's see. So we have a lot of consolidation, aka just, you know, up and down movement pretty much from here, from the beginning of the year up until now, but it's been respecting this 23.6, right? So we had this initial move down to here and it came up retraced. Now we're kind of respecting this area, but we're also respecting this, what is that, a weekly level as well. You can see, boom, came up, respected, moved down, came up, respected, moved down. So it could be potentially another strong move down up into here. So that's kind of why I'm, not against it coming down to here to the zone, to this last level of support, is because you got to look at it in both terms, guys, buy and sell. We're not just like, oh yeah, it's always going to go up, because crypto isn't always going up, guys. Not every coin always is going to go up. You want to take your percent, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100, whatever percent you're getting, and take it and go. Unless you're staking it, right? You're staking it, you're getting a, whatever percent, 20% APY, APR with Anchor Protocol, and, just leave it. It's collecting money. But when it comes to a project like these guys, I mean, you gotta get your money and go. Now, if you're looking for long term, right, we're in a zone right here for polka dot. You can see last level support, this major move on the weekly. We have last level support, which I'm going to change this because it looks like this is an old markup. So we're going to go red. Red. That is. I'm not sure what this is or this. We're just going to delete all that. We'll just mark it up fresh from a big point of view. Cool. All right, so we got the fibs start at the bottom, right, moving the market direction. So from bottom to top. And then now we have the normal zone. It retraced, kind of respected, right, but then it broke through. And then we kind of had a slight retest. And what we can do is we can start adding some levels on here. So what we can do is we can add some monthly levels. So we'll call this monthly right here. Call that a level. Change that back to black. And call it monthly. And we can put one right here too. And we'll just put one at the bottom here, just because. Just to see what it looks like. All right, so now we're gonna move down to the weekly. Check out the weekly, get a little better view. Stretch it out if you got to. So, all right. Again, these zones of accumulation. So we have a floor, right? Respect, breakthrough, retest. Came up, retest. So here it was a floor. Over here we got the ceiling. So what I like to do is I like to mark these areas up. This, right? And we have this area of accumulation. Now it's a big area. It's on a weekly time frame, but we still have it there, and we're also going to put some lines here as well. So I'm going to put a weekly. Let's see here. Weekly. Another one. What happened? There we go. All right, so we got the weeklies, we got some monthly levels. Let's see what we got here. Am I gonna mark that? All right. And the other one, same last takers. All right, we're gonna move down to the daily. And now is kind of when I like to put some other, smaller fibs on here. So what we can do is I can tell you right now, this is probably the 50% 618 zone from this to this. What do you know? Big surprise. Now, I'm not surprised. I'm not even gonna mark it up there. So we had that again, guys. We had the movement down, but in order for it to continue down, we had to have that retracement in the 50% 618 down zone in order for it to keep moving. But now we came to this level where we've tested once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. For a 5th time, guys, what happens when you retest the zone? It becomes weaker. So we've retested this zone, this monthly and this last level of support right here, which will make another accumulation level pretty much. So we have that zone right there. And really what I'm looking for is for it to stay above here and to respect this and continue up. Now, we got to draw some fibs in another direction here. So we want it to go up, right? So we got to start from the bottom, move in the direction we want it to go. Boom. Okay. So again, here we are, the last level support, right? So here's the initial move from this bottom to that high, came down, retested, kind of stopped pretty much this last level support, which is also the main level. So what I would like to see is for it to break above here, break above the weekly, pretty much retest there in that area and then continue up. Now we have another, again, major zone, which is the last level of support. So pretty much, again, realistically, I want to see a breakthrough this zone for us to see, a move up to break above here. Once we break above here is really, this accumulation zone is once what I'm really looking for is, like a actual move that's gonna, be parabolic, just go crazy. We're in pretty much a state of consolidation right here on a bigger time frame. You can see just up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's see if we can do this. One time frame. Just get a little bit better view. Small one. That's four. But yeah, so really, I would like to see a break above this zone right here, even the weekly right there, and then continue up, and then obviously this zone continue up. It's pretty much like a staircase, if that makes sense. With the DXY, finally they stopped printing as much money as they were before, so you can see, literally they've really done nothing but slow down the printing, and bam, take off. So we'll keep going. ETH Bitcoin, we got ETH. What we got here? A little trend line. Let's see. Oof, imagine that. All right, what you got? What you got? Appreciate you stopping by, bro. Now for Ethereum, guys, we're kind of sitting in a similar spot as pretty much every other cryptocurrency. I feel like. Not sure what this is. So we got last level support here, last level support. You can kind of see we came down and touched the monthly, which is also this trend line. We got this zone here, which is our, our normal retracement area, which broke through. I'm gonna delete this quickly, actually, like this. Got red. Boom. And now we're gonna delete that. Delete that little arrow. And now, just because we are going to mark it as if it's going down. Look up here. Oh, okay. So from there to there. Now, really what I would like to see is if it was going to continue down is a retracement around right here. But in order to do that, we got to break through right this weekly retest, break through here, retest here. So we're pretty much at a level, guys, that it could either continue playing off of this trend line. It's already in a kind of upward moving motion. So what I would like to see is for it to break above this last high, hit up above this weekly, and then continue up, maybe even into here. And then realistically, let me just draw it out so you guys can see what I would potentially like to see. Now, it doesn't always happen this way. I didn't do that. This is like the perfect scenario. So realistically, that's what I would like to see, something like that. I mean, it's not going to be exactly like that, but for it to break above, possibly retest or just continue up, maybe respect this 4 hour, then come down, hit the weekly again, and then continue up. But we'll see what happens. Again, we're kind of at a monthly level and also the trend line as well. So we're going to see what happens from here. I kind of want to see what it does from here, whether it breaks through, comes back to this monthly or to this weekly in order to even determine what I want to see here. But or what I, what I would be willing to enter in for a trade. We're just going to go briefly over these last couple ones. Those are kind of the main ones. So I don't want to dive too deep into these because I do want to cover a few more things. We'll go over CoinGecko real quick and just a few things there in the news. But I didn't want to cover these things because, some people do like to see what's going on here in the market. So let's see. All right. So some of these I haven't marked up in a little while. So let's see. All right, so from what we got here, this is the bottom. To the top, we broke below the last level support. No hope. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see. So we're kind of at the zone. You can see we got a weekly, a daily there, and even a monthly kind of were respected, but it's starting to break through there now. If that monthly breaks below this pretty much, that's when I'll get worried for some lower lows. Let's go to the monthly or the weekly, my bad. And actually, I want to change this to then we have the weekly, right? So the weekly, we're still sitting above. That is a level that I really don't want it to break below. If it does, we're going to continue down to smaller and smaller numbers. If not, we're going to continue up pretty much staircase the rest of the way. But again, if it wants to continue down, you got to keep this in mind, right? It's got to what? Retrace normally, at least, right, to 23.6, which it has not done yet from this bottom. So I guess it kind of has. So retrace, came down, hit the monthly. What I'm expecting to happen is for it to come through, break above, and kind of make its way up again, kind of staircase its way up. Let's go through these. Let's go down to daily. Oh my goodness. As you guys can see, sometimes coming back to your chart, it's a little hectic, especially even just the last time you're looking at it, trying to figure out what was going on. Read all the smaller stuff. So I can't really tell what's going on there. Okay. So we got major zone. We have this weekly, which is also the last level support. Now Link's kind of at a dope level right here because, like I said, we're at the last level support, but we're also at this weekly level. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Now it's kind of respecting the zone. If we go on the weekly, I'm sure it's respecting it. You can see it's broke below there a couple times, but we're respecting still. So on the daily, you can kind of see it's starting to test it. We have some doji, some indecision. Let's go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, probably same thing. I'm assuming a lot of indecision here. Doji, just kind of a lot of indecision. So let's see. If we wanted to move down, we were going to draw a fib from this high in the direction where we want to mark the C, so from high to the bottom. Now we haven't had any retracement yet from this lowest low, so I would like to see maybe something here, come retest, keep moving down, or for it to really respect the zone and continue moving up and kind of just staircase the way up, pretty much the same way I've kind of been showing you guys before. So from pretty much zone to zone, so from here to the weekly, to the daily, to the monthly, right? So just zone. Now it's gonna play in between. It's not gonna be perfect. It's literally gonna be up and down, up and down. But that's what I would like to see there. Let's see, we got for looks. Got a nice little retracement. Guys, Looks is an incredible project. If you're not familiar with it, go on CoinGecko, check it out. Looks is super dope. Let's see. I don't think it's going to break below this level, but if it does, it's all right. Just want to go from here to the high, which looks like it's there, I think. Yep. And here we have Looks at the last level of support, which also looks like maybe like a daily. Daily. Also daily. Then we're going to change the color too. So we have that working for us, and we have another level we can put right here. That is a daily. We're going to turn it back to black. Oops. And we'll pull one more. Now the reason for the fibs I'm using the wick is because that is actually the highest price point it went, right? So it eventually went up to that at one point. Now when I'm drawing the daily levels, you can see where it opened and closed on the daily level. Now if I went on a smaller time frame, for example, the 4 hour, it looks like it broke above. Now on the daily, at some point it did, but the daily candles broke below. That's the reason why I'm marking the date, like these levels at the base of the body instead of the wick like I am the fibs. The fibs, I'm measuring the whole movement. I want all of the movement. It eventually wicked all the way up to here one point. So I want all of that. Now for the daily levels, like I just showed you, if we go down, it eventually broke above there at some point on a smaller time frame. But on the daily level, it respected it. So that's why I like to draw it like that. And then we can also even see right here. Let me take this off here really quick. We kind of have another little accumulation zone here. Right? Daily. This, which also happens to be, it's pretty much right on the 50% 618. Now it is moving down, and it looks like if we measure it from here, it looks like it's probably 50% 618. I bet it like just tapped it perfectly. Maybe. Oh, no, wait a minute. So see it wicked up into the zone and it continued down. Now we're back to this daily level, which is also the last level of support here. Now if we go to a weekly, we're gonna get a little different look. I don't know if I had this one marked up in the bigger time frame. Nope. Pretty much from the bottom to the top. Okay, cool. That's what I want to make sure. So from the pretty much this low to the next high is what we have marked up, and that's what we have the last level of support based upon. Otherwise, we'd have it up here, and we'd be looking for it up here. Let's see. I want to just scan through these next ones, see if we can see anything. We got Luna over here. We draw fib really quick. Around there's a daily. It's from there to there. 50% 618 zone retest. Perfect. It's coming above here. I'd like to see it break above this weekly level and then continue up. Let's go. Luna's going crazy. Has been. Decentraland back down to the last level of support. I would like to see it to stay above here. I really don't want it to continue down. I don't, if it does, it does. But, my biased opinion, I want it to stay above here and continue up. We could look for a buy. But if not, might go below. We could leverage trade it. We got Matic, which I'm not really going to go into to depth. Let's see if we got anything else on here worth looking at. We got Sand, Decentraland, Sand, Decentraland. This again down. Now see we're at the last level support there. So what I'll do is just delete that and we'll have to mark that another time. We got SLP, Smooth Love Potion. You can see we looked at that movement down, self-respected. We never got it. Shout out Tommy. We made some money off it though. Last level supports, 50% 618 zone. Let's see. Daily. Let's get rid of these small stuff so we can see in there. I'll throw a little fib on it. Daily fib from the bottom, top of the movement direction we want to see. Looks like we are at the last level of support, roughly right about here. Turn it to red. You guys can see how this is super repetitive, right? Happens time and time again. We're pretty much just identifying patterns with these little tools. Like we got, the fibs, these lines, some zones, and a little bit of extra technique in there in between, right? But you can kind of see we're playing at this level. We got a 4-hour level, a daily level that it's playing at. Now we can also draw one right here, which is inside of there, inside the daily, which also looks like it's kind of an accumulation zone right about here. If it continues down, I think we're going to see maybe something back down to this accumulation level. If not, we're going to respect there and then continue back up. But kind of hard to tell. We're just looking at it from the daily. Like I said, I want to kind of briefly go over these. We only got about 15 minutes left max. Let's see what XRP is looking like. XRP, PI, 5 pulse. So what we're gonna do? Nope, we're gonna stay here. So all my chart markups are gonna go away now. Super lit. See ya. But all right, so what we'll do is we'll check a little bit of news, then we'll check a little bit of what's going on there inside the crypto space on CoinGecko, see what we got. So for business guys, let's see, we got Robinhood, crypto revenue rises in Q1 despite overall downturn. Panama passes law to regulate Bitcoin legally recognized DAOs. That's pretty lit. That's big news. Twitter cancels earnings call, citing pending 44. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen that, but once Elon Musk bought, oops, do that later. But once Elon Musk bought Twitter, I think it was Dogecoin that went up like crazy. Let's see. FTX announced $1 billion charity fund. First print ad. Finnish authorities don't seize Bitcoin to war-torn Ukraine. New York City mayor says cryptocurrency. Yo, you wouldn't say, huh? That's fine. Let me, I just got to make sure that that's fine. Wouldn't say. That's fine. All right, back at it. So let's see. Again, guys, look at 650 bill. We got another billion up here. We got dude telling everybody to listen. We got 44 billion, and I mean that's not in crypto, but still affected the crypto market, especially Doge. House bill aims to give CFTC authority to regulate crypto exchanges and stablecoin. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to check that out. I don't want to read it right here because we don't have too much time left. I just want to go over those charts and mark them up because I know we haven't really gone in depth, and it's kind of end of the month, and I want to give you guys a new kind of a look on it before this new month we got opens up. So once that new monthly candle opens, we'll kind of have an idea of what's going to go on here for the month. But for now, we kind of have an idea of what we're looking at. So we have privacy blockchain. Dora launches Ethereum-based testnet. Y'all sub. I don't want to check that out. Decentralized Twitter project. Blue Sky says unaffected by Elon Musk's purchase. Silk Road Bitcoin stash will be used to pay Ross. Oh my goodness. I want to check that. Oop. No. MetaMask Ethereum apps down and some structure outage. Bitcoin. Another one, guys. Let's see NFTs. NFTs after slow first week, Coinbase NFT marketplace records 1K sales. Domain names are feeling the latest craze. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but there's like domain names being sold as NFTs. You can buy it. Once you buy it, you own the NFT, the Web3 domain name. Super dope. FTX, Mercedes F1, Ethereum NFTs that come with a piece of the actual card. Yo, I gotta show my homie Deontay this. He's gonna love that. You guys, Solana NFT, Boss Stake, Ice Cube's Big 3 League. John Legends are happy company raises 7.5 million from NFT music platform. Solana. Let's see. NFT releases 2022 virtual NFT tickets. That's interesting. If you guys are into football, proof raises 10 million from Reddit's Ohanian. I think I'm saying that. Ohanian after Moonbirds. I don't know how to say that. Damn. Bored Ape Yacht Club Instagram hack 2.8 in Ethereum NFT stolen. Yo, guys, this is why I say security is number one. You gotta, have that shit secured. At the end of the day, you gotta know what you're doing. You should not have 2.8 million stolen from you. Imagine if you had 2.8 million stolen out of your bank. You'd call that bank like fucking, get my money back. You freaking out. But now this time it's your fault. And there's no like, hey, give me my money back, bro. I need help. All right, let's check it out. Telegram users can now say, ooh, that's lit. Yo, that's super dope. We got arcs. Makes no sense. Wings arrows, Dogecoin dumping gains from almost Twitter buy down 9%. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I mean, they're going to put a headline out saying it moved down 9%, but it pumped like 20-30%. So, I mean, you're still up 20%. I mean, I don't know why people looking at the downside. Right? You got to look at the pluses, guys. All right, let's see what we got. Avalanche's new wallet will feel smooth as silk. What does that mean? Check out. That's what 2 days ago. So I'm sure Avalanche is probably doing some movement. We need to talk about Terra's anchor protocol. New game. So gaming. I'll check out CoinGecko just real quick. Wow. 5.8 million for that. Magic the Gathering creator to design new game mode for blockchain brawlers. Yo, you guys play that? There it is. We got Animoca brands, not done acquiring studios to make NFT. That's sweet. US Treasury links more Ethereum wallets, 622 Ronin network hack. Shout out Axie Infinity for that. Why Animoca brands invested more money into Axie Infinity despite 622 million hack. Yo, I don't know if you guys are seeing a pattern here. We got Animoca 1, 2, 3. Is that it? 3 different headlines with it. I'll check it out. Epic Games raises $2 billion to build metaverse. Yo. Gaming startup probably raising 150. There's a lot of money flowing in the gaming space, guys. I don't know if you're noticing this, but check out some gaming tokens. There's a lot. Wow, still more into that, right? Oh, that's from a month ago. I think that's it. All right, cool. Get out of that. We'll close that, and then we're going to go to here. Let's see what we got for 24 hours. ApeCoin. Sheesh. Let's go. If y'all are holding it, go crazy. Pancake Swap, Lido, DAO. We got Algorand. BNB is up 3%, almost 4. Litecoin, KuCoin token, Filecoin, DeFi chain. ETH, nothing too crazy in that. Yo, ApeCoin for the past 7 days and Lido DAO, they look pretty decent. Again, still on the top. Stepping, still going crazy. Still trying to figure out how to play the game. Or, it's pretty much a walk to earn game. I'm still not able to do it yet. So we're figuring it. We're making it happen. Let's see. Let me show some stats. What are we looking at? We're 13,000 coins, 600 exchanges. We got what? 1.9 billion market cap. There's a one. It's 100,000 million billion. 1.9 trillion. Not bad. $106 billion. Bitcoin dominance. We have some gas fees up here. Not looking too bad. Let's check out the portfolio, stuff we're holding on to, stuff we're looking to continue to hold on to. Let's see, we got 1 hour, nothing too crazy, 2 hour. We're looking all right. Oof. All right, here we go. 8 point, looking good on a 7-day. Some of these other coins not so good. Looks rare is in a little retracement, which guys, I mean, is at a good level. I mean, honestly, I think that's at a level where we could acquire some more and hold on to it for a little while. We got 1 inch, little retrace, VeChain, Decentraland. We got Mirror Protocol, decentralized social. I'm not 100% familiar with what that. I remember going over it, but I'll have to click on it and kind of break back down into it. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys got some value. If you did, go ahead and drop it. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop it in the comments. If you guys want to see some new stuff that we're going over, or if you have any special requests, drop in the comments, share with a friend, like the video, subscribe, hit the little bell. That way you're notified when we drop new videos. Otherwise, have an awesome rest of the night and peace out.